Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we are back with episode 3 of Calculated Couples. If you see me scratching my skin, it's because I've been bitten to shreds. I'm currently in Koh Samui right now. Jungle Club, beautiful views. Wow, just Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry this video is a little bit late. I've just been busy living my best life. So Paul, stay tuned. I'm coming in for the reaction. Yeah, I'm trying not to itch too much, but I've been bitten to shreds, guys. I've been bitten to shreds. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into this reaction video. Hopefully, I've got another video coming out today as well, all about Dubai again. You know, you lot already know I've spoken about Dubai porta potty and all that. But anyway, let's done the waffling thing. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Please press that subscribe button for me. Merchandise in the description below, merchandise on the screen, whatever. Let's get straight into this video, man. Episode 3. You know, Paul's killing me. Paul's killing me. Let's go.
If you've had this discussion on Love Island, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And if both of your parents have seen it, if, let's say, one of your parents didn't agree with you dating the other,
yeah,
how would you manage that? How?
I think for me, like, my parents are very, very important to me, and I do value their opinion. But if it was my sisters, for me, if my sisters said, "Nah, I don't get a good vibe from her," or I don't,
So they didn't like me at all?
if they didn't like you at all, then I couldn't be with them. That's my sisters.
Okay,
That's me being honest. Everyone, the whole world knows from Love Island, outside Love Island, how important my sisters.
So, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
So, you remember when we were in Love Island and all the stuff happened in Cash for More, I came back with someone else. Your sisters didn't approve of that.
Yeah.
After that, if they said, "Chat, I don't care what you're saying," if they said, "I don't care what you're saying," we don't like what we saw.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you have said, "I can't be with you anymore"?
Well, after they met you and everything like that.
No, after we came out.
Oh no, that's different because they wouldn't have met you and know who you are. They just see you for an hour a day on TV.
Fair enough.
That's why I was like.
But if they really, like in general, if they said, "Not liking it,"
I trust my sisters.
I feel like every relationship needs some sort of counsel.
What can you say, man?
My family, my dad is Muslim, I've got family that are Christian.
Alhamdulillah.
So I say I'm a child of God because I've got family on both sides. So whether it's through God, family, I feel like every relationship definitely needs some sort of counsel.
Me personally, I don't care what my family say. If I like the girl, I like the girl. But Shaq,
It's different now.
it's different still.
I'm talking about when I first came out. And
It's not different now.
Being honest,
Is it different?
Okay, let's flip this. Let's flip this now. So if your mum said to, because I know how tight you are with your mum. If your mum said, "I don't get a good feeling from Shaq,"
Yeah.
or I don't think he's the one, or something's gonna go wrong, what would you do?
My mom is my best friend.
Okay.
So that's not answer the question.
So if she's telling me she doesn't like your vibe or she's not really understanding this relationship that we're having, I don't know. I don't want her to tell me "I told you so," and for me to go down a dark road with you if she doesn't like you because she feels mother knows best, babe.
She's going around the question. Have you noticed?
Yeah, literally. So you're basically saying the same thing he did.
So I couldn't do it.
There you go.
I couldn't do it.
But then you was like,
But then I'm
She
stubborn though.
shows
But
the
then I
same
am
hypocrisy she
stubborn.
did in the show.
So if I love you the way I love you now,
I
probably wouldn't.
Like, for me, it wouldn't just be.
I'm like, he hasn't done anything to me, so. But I don't know.
I would help them understand and allow them to spend time with you to actually, without me there, to spend some time with you to see how you are, whatever. And if they're still saying, then I have.
Apparently it's Guy State today.
It's very interesting though that you said that your sisters, not your mum.
Because my mom and my dad, yeah, they're such nice people. They like everyone. They're very good with everyone. Like, my mom may say to me, I don't really like that, she was a bit rude or whatever. But my sisters, they
will tell you what's really going on.
They give you the nitty gritty, they'll give you the honest truth.
They're a little bit older than you, aren't they?
Yeah, both my sisters, we're close in age. So I've got one older sister that's 2 years older and the other one that's 4 years older. So we're all very close in age. And they nickname me their son because they help raise me as well. So like, if they tell me that, nah, this girl is not it, I gotta trust my sisters.
so would you say that's partly to do with how old you are now? Technically speaking, you're both young.
Yeah.
If you were my age, 34, do you think that your mum and your sisters will still have the same effect on the advice that they give you relationship-wise?
I think it depends, you know.
Do you think that's
Obviously, when you move out and your parents and your family are not as close to you, it's easier to make your own decisions and whatever.
That's true. I think if I wasn't so close to her, like living with her, I think she wouldn't be so inner
Yeah,
with the advice.
that's the thing. So when you're like, if it was like your age, then it'd be like, I've been there, done that, I'm a grown man, I can make my own decisions sort of thing. Obviously, you can still listen to your family and people that care about you, but I wouldn't take it in as much. Do you
Yeah.
get it?
So would you advise people your age to take it in?
Take it in.
But if they don't live at home, would you advise them to take it in?
I would still tell them to take it in, but it's different though, like, because you're not with them all the time. If you want to bring someone home, it's your home, it's not your family home.
Yeah, but bringing them home, it's not literally bringing them home, it's just... You're dating a person, you're not literally bringing them home, it's just, you're just
Yeah.
introducing them.
Yeah.
Some people look for their parents' approval a lot.
Yeah.
So
I would still say take it in personally, but yeah.
you
Do
need
what you
to
gotta
take
do,
it
man.
in.
If you like someone, you like someone, innit?
It's your
You
family.
do.
Family is everything to me.
But then again, maybe we're just saying that because we're young, though. Like maybe
But you said if
who's older. If your parents tell you we don't like this woman you've brought here,
that's different. But you said
I
if
think
it's
it's
like
completely
people
different
our
for you.
age but live by themselves,
I don't know.
I'm still taking it in, I can't lie.
I don't know.
How about, you said your mum's your best friend, so how about friends in general, if they give you advice, like an actual best friend that's not your mum? If she gave you relationship advice?
No. Like I'll still take it in, but they're not in the relationship. With friends, it's completely different because all my
Family's
friends
not in
are
a
single.
relationship,
Well,
in my opinion.
apart from one, all my friends are single, most of them. So it's a thing where if my single friend is giving me advice,
That's selfish.
I can take it in. No.
It's selfish.
Why?
Because they just want you to be with them, like
What are
single
you
with
saying?
them. Innit? Like, if I
Don't you have single friends?
I have single friends,
Yeah, all of
and I
them.
would not listen to any of their advice. I would listen to my own advice. Unless there's one person in a happy relationship that's like saying, listen, in this whatever,
That's
da, da, da.
true.
I'd be like, you know what, you
Some
do,
people-
I get what you're saying.
I've been single and I
If
give
a single
great
friend is
advice,
saying,
so
I
that's
leave
cap.
her, man, leave.
No, but what
way,
if
man.
you don't know though? Because what if my friend has really good advice, but she's single,
Exactly.
but she has good advice? Like she's she's a wise person.
So you have a friend that is in a relationship.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one. So one of my friends is currently dating my ex. And I know everyone is going to be like, no, that's a red flag. But honestly, we're still friends. And it's fine, that's my ex.
So that's the same friend that you get advice from now.
Like, it's not coming up now. This is what I'm talking about. How does that make sense? Your friend is dating your ex, but you want to
Yeah.
take advice from her. It's fine, anyway.
She's in a relationship, no? She's in a relationship.
That doesn't
With your
mean
ex.
anything.
Yeah, she's in a relationship. When it comes to advice, I feel like a lot of girls will be like, oh, if that was me, I would never have that. That could never be my man. But let's be real. Like, half of the people that say that would probably have it.
All the men in
So I
the
feel
world and your
if
friend
you're
chose your
gonna
ex.
have,
I don't really
you
get
know,
that, bro.
your
Let me
girl
get
that
that.
gets advice from her friends, you need to look into the friends and see what the friends are like, because friends are different. My friends, I feel like they give me very neutral advice. They'll say, you know what, maybe think about how he's feeling. But some friends won't be like that. Some friends will be like, girl, you don't need that. But then they don't actually, you know, think about the situation properly. So looking into the friends is a big one for me, because not all of them will be telling the truth.
Guys, I'm going to be real with you. From my perspective, any friend that dates your ex, that person's not your friend.
I agree.
I'll be real with you. Let's
I
not lie
agree.
to ourselves. If your friend can date your ex, that is not your friend.
100.
Because ultimately, even if the person didn't know, and let's say you signed up to Melanin Matchmaker, and you now match the girl, you're now enjoying yourself, even when you realize that it's your friend's ex,
Yeah, cut it
you're
off.
supposed to cut that off,
Cut that off.
and respect yourself.
Hundo.
Anyone that moves forward with that, that's not your friend.
Hundo.
But that's just my perspective.
I agree.
Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's my ex.
I also respect her
That's her
opinion as
own
well.
business.
Okay, so let's say, for example, now, you know this girl she's talking about?
Yeah.
All right. If you and Shaq were not together, do you think it would be okay for her to make an attempt to date?
No.
But why? I'd be your ex.
No, no, no.
Right.
No.
Me personally, I wouldn't. Like, but that's just me. That's because I don't go for an ex's friend. Out of respect. That's just me.
Damn.
No, they can't go for Shaq.
So you were in jail riding a bird, right? She was riding a bird with you. So when you came
I would
out,
say riding with me when she was going out raving.
Huh? I was there.
Yeah, you
I was
were there.
in it.
You were there, but I wouldn't say.
Hold
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
No.
You were there, but
Nah, I was in it. There was a time that he rang my phone and I was asleep. And my phone had died because, like, I forgot to charge it. So it's died. I'm asleep. I'm in the room.
oh.
Knock on the door. Knock.
His mum?
His brother.
Yeah, I rang my brother like, yo, go wake her up.
His
Are you
brother.
mad?
To come and say, is she there?
No.
Because I'm ringing her.
I never said she's there. I said,
No,
yo,
he
go
was
wake
like,
her up.
he was
Come
like,
look up her phone.
no, he said Emmanuel wants to check if you're at home. That's what he said.
Check, you know.
Snake, man.
That's what he said. That's when I said, yay.
okay,
No sleepover.
right. So let's say you come out now. You've done the bird free. No, what's the word?
Fresh home.
Fresh home.
Yeah.
That's it. how does it play out from there?
Man
So,
said
okay,
fresh out.
obviously, we have to go back just a little bit because I had 4 months left on my sentence. So before those 4 months, I was going through a lot in jail. Like, they didn't want to transfer me to another jail. I was like, you know, I'm just going to sign. Actually, I rang you first, and I said to her, like, how do you feel about getting Ghana? Because she was already talking to me about Ghana. And she's like, yeah, do you know what?
This is from jail.
Yeah, from jail. She's like, you know what? Yeah. She started looking on YouTube. Get what I'm saying? Started getting gassed up, and I was like, boom. Be like, what? I think within a month I was out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told them I wanted to pay, get my own ticket and whatnot, because obviously I have an Italian passport. So I would get deported to Italy. Then from Italy, I'd have to get a flight to Ghana.
Yeah. So I booked the flight.
So wait, how did you get deported then?
So basically, we went to court and like
Yeah, I went to court and I lost my
lost
case.
his case.
Oh yeah, I went to court, I lost my case. I could have appealed it, but I just said, you know what, like.
Because his solicitor as well was just.
Why didn't you change the solicitor now?
She was rubbish.
Nah, she was actually so rubbish. All this woman cared about money. She wasn't doing anything.
She didn't
She didn't do anything.
Even in court, she was just
She was
useless, everything
rubbish.
just-
So why did you keep the solicitor?
It was too late. We already done the court.
We already paid the money.
Yeah. And remember, because she sent someone else.
Yeah, she sent someone else. She didn't even
to
come.
She didn't even come. She sent someone else to come. The guy didn't even
The guy that came, he was like, oh yeah, this will be fine. Like, you're gonna win this. You're gonna win this. The judge said no.
People. Quick question. Have you heard of Tunde Okewole? Right, so basically, you know, when I was growing up, this is one of the guys that I was looking up to. He's a lawyer. He's a criminal lawyer, actually. He was actually one of the top ones in the country at the time. I think he still is, something along those lines. And he's a good criminal lawyer. You might not need him now, hopefully, but
Okay.
yeah, just food for thought.
Me? I wouldn't need him, but send him to the.
Send it to the man them.
I believe you. So now,
Food for thought.
you got deported to Italy.
Yeah.
What happens then?
The prison allowed him to book the flight, so I booked everything. So basically, I met him on the plane, on the British.
When he was getting deported?
Yeah, so someone escorted him onto the plane. Like, he sat next to me, and then we went to Italy.
So how long were you in Italy for?
It would end up being an extra day, wasn't it? Yeah, basically an extra day.
And then you ended up going to Ghana, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed all the flights. We bought like 3 flights, missed all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
But they kept saying, we
Whose
said
money
it
was
was in
that?
30 minutes. Well, do you know what, yeah? You see with us, yeah? Let me be real. You see with us from the beginning, my money is her money, innit? At the end of the day, there's girls out there that are out for your pockets. But this one here, like, whatever was mine is hers. Whatever's hers is mine. We never looked at each other like that. So my pockets were always open and vice versa. When I didn't have
Seems
it,
like a good guy,
he had
you know?
it, so
Besides the
I was
in and out
really
of
real one,
jail
innit?
and that.
But at the same
Seems like
time,
a
you
cool
gotta
brother.
watch out. You gotta hold your pockets. If the
And
girl's
apart from
down for
checking
you,
on your
she's
girl,
real,
making sure
it's
she don't go out, so
open
that's a
bar.
bit
If
weird.
she's not,
He seems like a cool guy
close the
still.
bar. Whatever I've got is hers. Like, I've always been like that with her.
So whose
vice
money was that?
versa, like.
For the flights then?
Bro.
Okay, so now I see where E-Man is coming from. Obviously, you know, when you have a partner, you know, you do feel like what's yours is hers.
Was
what's
it
hers
her
is
money that
yours.
bought it?
At the same time, before marriage, yeah, that's a tiny bit questionable. I don't know if I'd kind of fall into that.
Sorry,
But
I had
also,
to kill
more
you.
importantly, respectfully,
Back
I think
me
it
up.
depends on how much you have as well. Because, yeah, if you meet a girl, yeah, you like her and everything, but what's yours can't be hers if she doesn't have what you have, then that's not an equal exchange, if that makes sense. If she brings as much to the table, then we could have that conversation, but if she doesn't, Yeah, I think we should just keep what's ours to ourselves until marriage.
Whose money was it?
It was my jail money, the money that come out
Oh
from jail.
yeah, so in jail, like he started saving, and then sometimes I would send him money
And he was saying,
and he would save it. Because I felt bad. I was there
you
enjoying
guys are
life.
quite interested, to be fair.
It has its pros and cons.
He must have been jugging in jail.
It
Still.
has its pros and cons.
Which part?
What?
So the pros is like I don't take the piss with him. Like I'm not asking for crazy amounts of things because I see it as it's kind of my money. But obviously the cons is that I'm not enjoying. I'm not doing. I wasn't when the money was. The girls are asking for Chanel, Dior, Hermes. If she's watching you spend your money on yourself, but for her, she's taking a step back, well, clearly, that's another reason why she's a real one. He's the kind of person that if he has excess money, not even excess, any money, he's generous with it. So I realised that I was the problem because I wasn't enjoying it. When everyone was doing Giuseppe and you went to go buy your Giuseppe, why didn't I ask for mine? I'm just there saying, wow, baby, it looks nice.
This is not my fault.
As if she did-
it was me.
How much you want? Like, I think
She didn't want
Christmas,
it.
innit?
It was Christmas.
I asked her like, how much you want? She's like, oh, I'm like, bro, tell me how much you want. Like, she's like, I'm like,
You just-
no, then I think she said like 2 bills or something. I just give her 2 bills, and then after she's like, oh, you got Giuseppe to do it. I'm like, yeah, like,
As I asked you before, yeah.
like.
It was
I get my
me.
outfit.
I realised I was the problem.
So let's go back to Ghana. How did that play out?
Obviously, I've been in jail before, but
Giuseppe's
when I
dead
came out in England, so things were a little bit easier. So now I've done a whole 2 years. Before I went to jail, I did like a year. I literally just did a year and I came out. But now I've done 2 years, 2 months. Everything's changed, everything's different, but I'm coming out in a different country. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I've come out and she's there, and it's like, yes, I've seen her every week, but you know what I'm saying? Everything's different. Like, I'm on the plane, I'm screw facing. You get what I'm saying? Like, let me just be real. I'm on the plane, I'm screw facing. I should have been happy. I'm thinking about it now, I should have been happy. I'm screw facing. I'm thinking like, yo, I'm thinking about bare shit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that time I ran you, didn't answer your phone.
Right.
That's the type. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm on the plane, I'm screw facing and whatnot. Got to Ghana now, and
Keep it stepping, man.
just a different land. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I just was paranoid. I had like anxiety. I didn't know this until I come back to England, by the way. Like, there's so many things going on that I just didn't understand. Like,
But what's your version of Ghana?
I had an amazing time. I lived my best life in
We
Ghana.
were both together.
Ghana was the best 2 years of my life.
Don't you feel that selfish?
Very. I can be very honest. Like, I saw signs from early. Like he said, he was screw facing on the plane. I'm even annoyed because I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Like, here I am, like, essentially not giving up my whole life, but coming on this journey with you, and you can't even crack a smile. Like, I'm not understanding. And then, like, I'm very much an extrovert. He's very much an introvert. I feel like sometimes I try and bring him out of his shell. I definitely do. So my plans for Ghana, like, I wanted to go to Ghana that year anyways. That was 2019, year of return. So I got us Afro Nation tickets, like, to say, yeah, let's go outside, let's go and enjoy. For me, I had a great time. Him,
So
panic attack.
you went to Afro Nation?
Bro,
Yeah,
I
he
went
had a
Afro
panic
Nation,
attack.
bro. I had a panic
In a
attack.
crowd, he had a panic
Bro,
attack.
she's looking at me as if like I'm too drunk or bro, she's looking at me, I'm like, yo, I can't breathe. Get me that?
He's having a
I
panic
can't breathe. She's looking at me as if like, oh, you're spoiling my time. Like, bro, obviously I didn't even understand what was going on. It's only like after I started realizing, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, bro, imagine seeing like 50 people, 100 people, and then you were seeing thousands of people. I'm in the middle of the crowd. Get me? Like, it was mad. It was even a friend that even took me out. But when we went out, I went to get more drink, not realizing what was happening. Oh, my heart. I couldn't breathe. Even some girl was like, yo, is he alright? That was mad.
And what was she was dancing?
What she doing? She stayed
Oh
there.
my God.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I came with you, don't say that.
You stayed there. Then, I think the second time that I left, I didn't think you came, I can't lie to you.
You came, yeah, I did come because you said your belly was hurting, you had to go to the toilet, you had to
Yeah,
get
it was
food,
mad, bro.
you was stressed. I'm there like,
It was-
bro, like, is
I was
everything
stressed.
good?
Look at this guy.
I was stressed, man.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Like, you see what it is? You see black people, one thing I'm going to say about black people, we don't understand about mental health and these things.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depression, all that. I didn't know nothing about it. I just knew, yo, I'm out here. I was trying to enjoy my time, but
He's
while
right.
walking down the road, someone's looking at me. I'm thinking, yo, why is the guy looking at me? You get what I'm saying?
In Ghana?
Yeah, in Ghana, bro. You get me? And I'm thinking like, yo,
You
what
got
am I
ops in
gonna have to
Ghana?
do? Am I gonna have to G-check him? Am I gonna have to? You get what I'm saying?
In Ghana?
Yeah, bro. But you're saying this, but one time I was walking home and some guy
Someone trying to rob your phone.
No, what? Don't say, be careful what you say. Don't say someone trying to rob my phone.
So now, alright, so we're in Ghana,
No, wait.
panic
What
attack.
to that story?
And then you go from Ghana to back to London. How does that?
I want to know about the phone
Why
robbery.
did you stay in
We
Ghana?
split up first.
Yeah, we
We split up in Ghana.
In Ghana?
Yeah.
In Ghana, yeah.
See?
We split up.
I feel like
Wait, who split up with who?
It was her basically, innit?
In Ghana.
Yeah.
You see?
You see what it is from the beginning? The screw face thing. Let's go back to the screw face thing just for 2 seconds, yeah? See, I'm screw facing. I'm not screw facing because I'm not happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. But, like, there's certain things that's like, you're like, things that happen, haven't seen you on the outside. So, things are still there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, there's certain things that have to get out.
I've been
And
bitten to
obviously,
shreds.
when we got to Ghana, obviously, she was just trying to enjoy life. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to think like, yo, like, I'm here. I don't even know what's good. All I've known is the roads. I'm in Ghana now. What am I doing? Do you get what I'm saying? What am I doing for money? What am I doing? We're living in a hotel in Ghana. We're paying $1,000 a month. In Ghana.
Yeah, the money's gonna go down. We need a plan.
Like, I'm stressed, but I'm like, yo, like,
He's got
what
a
am I doing
point.
for money?
He's got a point.
What am I doing for money? Like, what can I do? Like,
we had very, very different experiences. Like,
yeah, because you were outside. When you come out of jail, it's a different thing. Like, you got to integrate into the community. Realistically, jail should help you with those things. Like, to integrate into the community, it's called rehabilitation.
100%.
Like, it does not help me with any of that.
but like, I was having such a good time, enjoying myself, making my money, having fun out, making friends. I wasn't really realizing that he was genuinely depressed.
Okay, interesting.
Let me switch it up a tiny bit. There shouldn't be a timeline for anything, right?
Ah.
No, let's talk about it. Okay, go on. So generally speaking, you know, as far as I think from my generation, usually the parents would kind of say to the kids, "Do you know what? This is the advice we're giving you. You shouldn't be living with the partner in a certain amount of time, or maybe even not before you're married." But obviously, from my generation, that's how that's where it's coming from. So with you guys, what type of advice were you having in that realm?
Oh, very good question. I'll let you take this one.
Advice from our parents, or
Yeah.
well,
When you spoke
About
to
living
potentially, if you did speak to your parents before you
yeah.
moved in with your partner, did you speak to
After
them
like
first?
6 weeks or whatever it was or something.
Yourself?
mad fast.
What do you think about that?
It's can I?
Yeah, go.
If you live based on the opinion of others, then you're never living for yourself. You didn't
Yeah, but
come.
others and parents, come on.
Watch this. If you live for others, if I do everything my, let's say, dad says, am I living for myself or am I living for my dad? Is he in control of my life or am I in control of my own life?
Well, no one
Wisdom.
really does everything someone else says, but they take advice.
Advice, but then there's
Advice.
unsolicited advice. Now, if we've come to a space where we're working very well together, why am I then going to take on outside noise? You see, I'd done the work that needed to be done. She was already there. I had done the work that needed to be done. So if I'm saying, okay, cool, now, if I look at the older generation before me, how well has that gone for them? You're very calculated on numbers. We look at numbers. If their CV isn't hitting every single point and they can't get the job role, they don't fit the description, then why would I take advice off you? Monkey see, monkey do. A rich man doesn't take advice off a poor man, you know? But a poor man can take advice off a rich
You'd
man.
be surprised,
I'm
you
not
know.
saying those before me.
So I agree with him, obviously, to an extent, because I was saying earlier that, you know, if I was Shaq or Tanya, I wouldn't care what my parents say or my friends say or whatever. Ultimately, the decision is mine. So I agree what you say. I agree with him what you're saying in that situation. But there's little things like a rich man can't take advice from a poor man, bro. A poor man can be rich in other ways, bro. Not just financially, rich in knowledge, rich in wisdom. Yeah, they might not have the finances to show it, but I don't actually agree with that statement at all. And I think rich men probably got rich from stealing poor people's ideas. You understand? That's how billionaires got rich, bro. Understand? But anyway, let's keep it going, man. Sorry, I'm mad itchy. I need to get this video done, boy.
Poor, but I'm in a space where I see beyond just words. Because sometimes people speak for the sake of speaking. I only speak when there's volume behind what I'm saying. If there's no volume behind anything, no one should listen. So when it comes to asking parents, again, no disrespect to my dad or the generation above me, but did it work for you? No, so
What if it did? But what if it did?
Oh no, it
But then that's a them.
Yeah.
It works for them.
God,
worked for them.
bro, you just...
But it,
No,
it
but
didn't.
it doesn't mean. Yeah, in
Yeah.
our situation, it didn't.
Oh, I see.
In both of our
Okay, I
situations.
see.
So
But our parents are great. Like,
Yeah.
trust me,
5-star parents.
5-star. My dad's like my.
Alright, so let's say, for example, now, if there's someone watching, they have parents, and it worked out for the parents. So these are parents, both of them are together. Whether they're happy or sad, we don't know, but they're together. Should that person take advice from the parent? Based on the fact that, according to what you're saying,
Yeah, 2 ways to answer this question. The first is the time zone is different, the setting is different, the setup is different. I said there's 2.
Yeah.
What I will take. But because I don't see that, I can't answer that for them. But I'm going to give 2 points because it's
This
for
guy
people
talks
to
in
make
riddles
the
sometimes,
decision.
man.
Like, life is a choice, you know. You don't have to do what we are told to do. It's a choice. So they can choose to take that advice, but it depends on the individual. Do they want to see out their relationship like their parents, or do they want to see it for themselves?
Yeah.
So it's always what
Live your
they
own
want
life, man.
to do for
Live
themselves.
your own life.
opposed
That's it.
to what
You
their
live,
parents
you
are saying.
die.
Their
Live it
parents
as
might
best
have
as
a
you can.
great
Simple.
30-year, 40, 50, 60-year relationship. But the reality is that for them? It might not be. And if it is, they can take that advice. But settings are different now. Everything is different. We have so many things that play in our situation. You're never going to see a brother like me wearing open toes, but I am. You know, I got my toes out. Before I wouldn't. So, like I was saying, with the open toe flex, it's what I want to do. It makes me feel comfortable. When people start to understand, right, how the human body works and how the connection between the mind and different parts of the body work, people will start to realize that it's important that you don't have your feet crammed up in these tough, tight trainers that have thrown you off balance. Everything is about balance and alignment. So I do
what
this
the F is he talking
for
about right
the
now?
simple fact I need to stay aligned within myself, consciously and subconsciously. Because the reality is this: if you don't have balance within your body, how are you going to have balance in your relationship?
why do you have your toes out? by the way?
He's talking a lot of riddles
Because
right now.
I stopped wearing.
I know what he's talking about, man. He's just talking
trainers.
about just western right now.
Trainers.
Still.
Trainers that hold your foot too. That's that whole number health.
Shoes?
Avoids it where possible.
Yeah.
I do need to get proper trainers though. Still, I hear them.
It throws your posture off balance.
Look at me, I'm hunched right now.
Doesn't align your spine. You know.
Your feet are really important.
Feet are
Extremely important for the health of your whole body. So
What is it
even
called? Guys, listen. The no shoes business, I ain't even gonna lie, but it's giving psychedelics. It's giving, we don't smoke the reefer.
Yeah, it's giving hippie
And there's
vibes.
nothing wrong with them, man, there. We respect it.
I hear it though.
Ultimately, I feel like for myself, advice-wise, you know, for me to now go onto that side of life, it's a bit, I think I prefer like the kind of straight, narrow route in life. But not to say he's not straight, but I think, the no shoes, I think I can have balance whilst having shoes, in my opinion, but, boy, who knows? You kind of have like a different type of lifestyle.
we can call it that. We call it the right way of living for us.
For us.
Okay, let's talk about, let's say,
For us, that's the important thing.
food, diets, fitness. Yeah, well, how do you guys handle that?
All right. So
Yeah.
So our lifestyle is very. So right now we're fasting. 24 hours dry.
Yeah, 24 hours in,
Yeah, 24 hours.
No water.
No
nothing,
water.
just dry.
But we don't drink.
No, I like dry fasting. That's good still. Or even fasting in general. I respect that.
We drink fruit juice.
Yeah. So
get off me,
watermelon, anything, mangoes, orange.
No.
You get your water H3O2. You get that from your
Juice.
fruits. The way your body's structured is the same way fruit is structured. Water.
No, I know
I'll let you
fasting.
So you
Fasting
should-
is very good for you guys.
The reality.
Wait, I want you to say it.
Look, I've seen what water does for the body. H3O2 has effects on the skin, the body, the mind, and it's what you should be consuming. So look at what you're eating and make sure it works for you.
I'm guessing you're vegan, basically.
We don't call it vegan.
Because
Vegetarian.
We don't call it vegetarian.
you eat meat.
I do.
So you're cow.
You don't walk around telling people. I'm a carnivore. You just eat what's right for you. We eat what's right for us.
Yeah.
We don't put a label on it because at the end of the day, the shoes I'm wearing right now are vegan. I'm not going to consume that. There's so many elements.
Sometimes you can just simplify and say, listen, we don't eat meat. I get what they're trying to say.
I've been sitting there for months, not going off, but it's vegan. Doesn't mean it's healthy. It's vegan. So we don't call ourselves vegan. We don't put a label on it.
They're like
if there was a label, the closest one would be plant-based.
Just me.
Because that's what we are. Fruit, vegetables.
Okay, plant-based. So they're basically vegan, but they're just dancing around it with all that. But still, I get it though. I
You don't
respect.
sound like a man who's submitted to God.
Let me just pause this bit right here. Yeah? I forgot to say this in last week's episode. I actually didn't feel like Solomon was coming at Paul. I actually felt like Paul got triggered from Solomon for no reason, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I actually forgot to say that because it's like there's some friction there, but mainly from Paul's side. Like I don't really know where that actually initially came from. But I'm here for it though. I'm here for the drama. So let's go. Let's get it, man. This episode's been a bit more tamer than like the other ones, but
You might have the money.
shit, it's still 19
You might
minutes
have the
left. I'm getting
physique.
bit into shreds.
You might, have the beard and the bald head. That's cool. But you don't sound like you're submitted to God. That's the problem.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
It seems like that our line of question hit a nerve. Can I ask why?
Yeah, it seems really triggered, isn't it?
Triggered.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll tell you what it is. I am
Okay.
triggered, to be fair. Look, I'll be honest with you. Yes, I am triggered because ultimately, at the end of the day, Solomon here, long story short, he sent out a tweet, right, calling his wife clapped. And I think that's unfair. I'm a man of the people. He triggered a lot of people, and everyone deserves an apology.
Man said everyone deserves.
Regardless of whatever he thinks or she thinks, you have caused public damage. Apologize. It's that simple.
Nah,
I'm a man
Paul,
of the people.
it sounds
This
like
is
you
what
got
I do.
personal
This is
beef,
what I stand
man.
up for.
I don't want him to apologise
Because
for
with
how he called his
myself,
wife clapped.
Obviously, I don't have hair. I lost hair quite a long time ago, to be fair. But I'm a part of the beard gang now. So I'm a beard gang member. If I wasn't, and a girl was sending out a tweet about me being beardless, I won't find it funny. So if I can sit in front of another guy that's doing that to his wife, and you're there talking to me, why the hell wouldn't I be triggered?
You're killing
Why
me.
did you write the tweet?
Which tweet? Short's tweet.
Man said, why did you
What
write
tweet
the
was
tweet?
that?
I actually am so shocked.
The tweet that got you cancelled.
It wasn't about that.
I'm sure it's the tweet that got you
It
cancelled.
wasn't.
Why did you get cancelled?
I don't even know what he means by cancel.
He didn't get cancelled?
Yeah,
No, your Instagram got taken down. Why did the Instagram get taken
I
down?
mean, obviously because people were just triggered and they actually reported my account.
There we go. So let's
based off on the fact that I made a tweet about, women or men actually, not giving to entitled women. And some women actually were triggered and they actually reported my account. Obviously before then my account had actually been flagged, right?
But at the same time, there's a specific tweet that went viral. Why did you do that? And I want an apology now.
Man said,
Which one? You can't actually just say specific tweet
Said,
without
I want an
actually naming
apology.
Well,
tweet.
the tweet doesn't have a label. You know the tweet.
No.
Whoopi Goldberg was talking about it.
Oh.
I
My
said,
gosh.
that tweet.
Oh.
Whoopi
The
Goldberg.
tweet about my wife.
Okay.
I just want an apology. That's all.
Why did you want an apology?
An apology
Because
for what, fam?
what you need to understand, you would understand, but he might not. Hear me out.
No, hold
Hear
on.
me out.
Sorry.
Wait,
No,
let me land. Let me land.
I want to say something.
I actually want to hear this as well.
something.
What are you talking about?
Why are you always taking swipes at the fact that, from the West, she won't understand, but I won't understand. I grew up in Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria.
You can't shame me with my background. That was actually where I came from. That's what my parents could afford, and I had a pretty good background, So at the end of the day, just because you are in London it doesn't mean that you are better than I am, right?
I hear that. F
I'm
London
a proud
anyway, bro.
Nigerian
F
guy.
England,
I'm a
F
proud
UK,
Nigerian
done
man.
it.
I hate it so much whenever you're always attacking palm oil. Like, that is part of the Nigerian culture. I love palm oil. I eat palm oil. I am married with my palm oil, and you are still single.
That was the privilege I had. You sound really arrogant, Sound like, oh, well, because you're actually born and bred in the UK, that you're actually superior to me. That's how you sound. And that is one of your problems. You might be narcissistic.
Wait, guys. Listen to this. Solomon The guy that tweeted that his wife is clapped. You're calling me a narcissist. The narcissist of all narcissists. You're calling me a narcissist. Are you alright? Have you guys all seen this guy is totally sick and deluded? I don't know what's going through this guy's head.
Man says sick and deluded. Me personally, I haven't actually seen anything.
Let's break it down. You brainwash your wife, right? You send out a tweet at her expense. You now try to convince everyone that, oh, it's the right thing that you've done. You now want to go against the world. So the whole world is wrong, but you're right. That is what you call gaslighting at its finest.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I can't remember what you said. But I want to get back to what you were just saying now. Now, we're talking about triggered, we're talking about the tweet, and I was asking for the apology, and you tried to swipe out of it.
No, I wasn't swiping out.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, I want to know why you
why I want an apology.
Okay.
Yeah, are you my wife?
No,
Are you my wife? I lied.
just
the
let
thing
him
is, right?
speak.
Sometimes in life, you could do something that could hurt or offend a lot of people, even if it was unknowingly. When you realize that you've done that, don't you want to apologize to those people? Even if it's not your wife. How about the millions of people out there?
Do you know the funny thing? Nobody on the internet cares. And the person that matters the most asks me not to apologize.
Yeah.
It's the wife. I actually agree with
And
him.
that is why I actually asked why you want an apology.
Because
Sorry, listen, yeah, Paul is hilarious. I pretty much agree with most things he's saying, but I don't actually understand this because obviously the only person that matters is his wife in this situation. I remember the tweet was saying about, oh yeah, my wife is not the most pretty, she's not the most intelligent, but this and this. Obviously that's wild, bro. That's a wild thing to say about your wife. I don't care what he meant by it. It's wild, yeah. But fam, who cares? Like, who cares, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. But listen, Paul is top 10 comedian, bro. I'm telling you.
Dan, and I respect the fact that you don't mind him not apologizing, but there's millions of people out there.
It's not that I don't mind him. I told him specifically.
It's because he don't like Solomon, but he wants him to apologize. He don't like.
That's what it means to be married.
No, I know, I understand. But what I'm saying is, there's millions of people out there triggered, pissed off.
You know?
Do they pay my bills?
I don't know.
It's not even about.
What do you mean by you don't know?
It's not even. Did you just? Wait, I just clocked what you said. But the thing is, it's not even about do they pay your bills. It's about why do they feel like they deserve an apology? Why?
Because you hurt their feelings.
How?
Because of what he tweeted.
Okay, can I?
About your wife.
About who exactly?
You know,
he's killing me, you know.
Do you know what? Yeah.
He's killing me.
I think I just want to put this to bed once and for all. Yeah, nobody needs an apology. He wrote a letter to me. Yes, he posted it online, but like it was addressed to me, and I was very, very fine with the content of that letter. Now, when the whole thing happened, it really shocked the both of us that it kind of garnered so much traction because it was like it was literally not that deep. But I think I've said this before, but that letter that he wrote was literally one of the most profound letters that he has ever written me. And the reason is because it wasn't just kind of surface level. It wasn't airy fairy. It wasn't like all sentimental. But when I read it, I was in my head. I was like, this guy has really, really taken time to sit down, introspect, and really think about his love for me. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm actually.
Hey, listen, fair enough,
in this
innit?
conversation now. However,
What can I say? Fair enough, bro.
my husband wrote me a letter. I absolutely loved it. If anybody didn't agree with it, fine, that's absolutely fine.
Also
However, I think that everybody that disagreed with it should actually check themselves and just check
yourself before you really
how they
wreck
actually
yourself,
see
son.
love, and you know what love means to them, and whether what they think love is actually true love. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter.
Damn.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Let's be honest, right? Technically speaking, we're both from the West, right?
Oh my
Now,
God.
so, you know, like, with a girl, right, there's certain things that are sensitive to her. For example, her weight. Right? Now, if a guy has a girlfriend and she's on the plus side, he's probably not going to tell her that to her face, right? He's not going to say, babe, by the way, I love you so much, but you're on the plus side. He's not going to do that. You see?
I mean,
That's a different context.
I know. I'll get there.
Okay.
So, if he wouldn't do that, obviously he wouldn't tweet that. By the way, he wouldn't even mention his girl being on the plus side, because it's a trigger point for girls.
Yeah.
Then, if that's the case, then also beauty is also, because plus side beauty, hand in hand, if you like,
and intelligence,
right? It's a trigger point for girls, generally speaking. Now, 9 times out of 10. It could be a profound letter, as you've said, but at the same time, it's a trigger point for 9.9 times out of 10, almost every single girl. So technically, you included.
But I did marry almost every single girl.
But
I married a woman who's actually secure, and she doesn't need me to lie to her, right? Obviously, I do actually give her sentimental compliments, like, oh, well, you're the most beautiful woman, you are the most amazing woman. She's actually brought so much value into my life, right? However, it's a matter of fact that we both are not the most beautiful, the most handsome, the most great people in the world. The beauty of what we share is that we've decided to stick to one another. And that's what marriage is. And that's why I'm here to actually make you learn.
I actually don't disagree with him, to be fair. It's funny, the tweet's wild, but I understand where he's coming from, bro.
So we, as pastors, can we do our best?
This guy's jokes,
but also church members also have to play their part. So if we play our part and they don't play their part, why are you blaming us? And as a pastor, it's never good to want to be under a pastor that's poor.
The oil runs from the head of Aaron, not his.
Yeah. So I can't. What was that? Go on. The Bible says that in other words, it starts from the top.
Well, from the head of Aaron down to the feet.
Yeah, in other words, start from the top. So if the pastor is poor and he lays hands on you, what's he imparting? Poorness.
Wow. Where's he getting the bread from? That's why I don't trust a lot of these churches. They just get peas and just take peas and just drive nice things.
You see, you can be, self-appointed but not anointed. So there are men of God that say they're men of God, but they self-appointed themselves and God didn't call them. So that's when you can be a poor pastor where you don't have God. Why? Because you're doing ministry your own way and you're leaving yourself. But any pastor that has God, they can never be poor. Because when you have God, you're rich. And what you have to understand is that how, as a church member, you should be happy that your pastor is doing well. Because your pastor progressing is a sign that how if you stay under him and you do the right thing, you also progress.
I disagree.
That's why.
That's cap.
I just disagree because at the end of the day, I'm Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
In Nigeria, we've got loads of pastors. There's churches everywhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of the pastors are corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's simple, yeah.
Because the Bible did say in the last days there will be a lot of false prophets, false teachers, and stuff like that.
There's always an answer in the Bible somehow, isn't it?
Like,
okay.
God that God has not sent you to. Obviously, there's a mismatch there.
Yeah.
Because God, ushered it through Bishop Eo as or
but those false prophets also claim to be real prophets. That's what I'm saying. It's all he.
For me to be here today.
So
I connected to the right shepherd.
Respectfully.
And he had to bring out the best in me. Did he make me wealthy? No. He fed me with knowledge.
Yeah.
And I took that knowledge to become who I am today.
Okay, so no, but let's go to what you
So
said.
it's like you going to university to graduate. If you now go to university and you're being taught and everything taught, you throw it under the window. At the end of the day, what happened? You will fail. So why are you coming to church? Are you coming to church to look at the pastor's pocket? Are you coming to church to look at the house that he lives in? Are you coming to church to look at the clothes of the pastor's wife? Are you coming to church to meet God? You see, Paul, I've come to the realization that whatever we need in this life is in the Word of God. He's made available everything that we need. This might sound a bit crazy to somebody that maybe doesn't know God to a certain dimension. But you see, the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and everything else shall be added. So when I seek God, whatever I need is an addition. The main goal is to seek God. So if you have a man of God that can give you God, he's giving you everything you need. He's giving you wealth. He's giving you
Well, it doesn't matter if he's a millionaire from all the donations that he's getting.
Whatever you need.
I don't agree with that.
So for me, when I tell you that if you follow a rich man of God, you'll be sorted. I'm telling you that if you follow a man of God that can give you God, he has given you all the wealth that you need in this world. So for example, in our ministry, God is the foundation. The first thing we do is give people God. Introduce Jesus to people, because any message outside Christ is not a message.
She looks expensive
do we
as well,
look after people? Of course. We pay rent for people. We give pocket money to people.
nails.
There are people
That's
that are on
earrings.
salary. We give travel money to your people. We
watch.
buy clothes for people. So what am I trying to say? Not to say that we neglect the needs of people when they do, but the first thing that I can give you is God. So when I have a man of God that knows God, I have a man of God that's a millionaire. Because the Bible said gold and silver belongs to God. So when I connect to God, I have gold and I have silver.
Going back to what you
I
said,
believe God none broke
if you have a
us.
pastor that's doing well, you should be happy for the person. Why would you have a pastor that's looking poor or is poor? Now, if that's the case, that means that, let's say if I don't have a church that I'm going to and I'm looking at two pastors, one of them looks rich, one of them looks poor, I should be looking to...
No. There's one thing, looking rich and actually being rich is different. And when I said that, I'm talking about church members that are in the church, that are under a pastor. And when I said that how a pastor can be progressing, but it doesn't mean that you'll progress, because there are laws, you have to make sure you follow. And you must also, make sure that you understand his teachings and actually apply what he's teaching you. So if you don't apply what he's teaching you, you can't complain when your life is stagnant. So there are laws, there are principles you have to apply. So if you don't apply it and just think because I'm in church, and I serve God, I'll prosper. You might be, quite shocked. What can happen? So,
but what is your definition of being rich, though?
Yeah.
Your wealth is not determined by the number of cars you drive or the house
I agree with
you
that.
live in. Biblically,
I agree with that.
being rich is what? Having a peace of mind.
Yeah.
There are people that have money.
Yeah.
Powerful.
And they don't have peace.
The Bible said that the blessings of God make a
it
man
rich,
added
and it
no
adds
sorrow.
So when it comes to kingdom,
Yeah.
wealth has nothing to do with what you wear,
Yeah.
where you live.
So I agree
and
with
the
it.
kind of
Again,
people.
minus the religious side of things. I
Because
agree with
anybody
that.
can do anything that's not right to drive a nice car.
And still be rich.
Yeah.
So we don't define, prosperity or success
By
based on what you have.
wear.
No.
There are some wealthy people.
That's why I'm moving to Southeast Asia, living my best life.
So
West
they
ain't
might,
it for me, bro.
look
Too
like
much
they're not
demonic,
so prosperous,
satanic stuff
but
going
they're
on in that
prosperous.
place.
So now when you want to define success or being prosperous, success is when you identify your purpose and you excel in it effectively.
That's right.
And you being prosperous is you doing well in your
Wisdom.
assignment.
Yeah.
So we're talking about prosperity, success.
Nothing to do.
We're not talking about money per se. Money may come with that,
Yeah.
but a man that's successful
Yeah.
or is prosperous,
Yeah.
someone that identifies their assignment and walks in it effectively. Or someone that's prosperous could be financially prosperous, but if they're so prosperous, if their spirit prosperous. You get So there's many ways of prosperity. The Bible said how I wish above all things that you shall prosper. As your soul prosperous. So your soul must also prosper.
Yeah. What does it profit a man
Against the whole world. But we
This is everything.
So for me, what I'm looking forward to a man of God is eternal life.
Yeah. What you
Show me the way to eternal life. That is why if you are a man of God and winning souls, what are you doing?
The heartbeat of
Because that's
God.
the commission, that we must win souls, depopulate the kingdom of hell and populate the kingdom of heaven. So you can have all this money in this world, use all the money to build all these beautiful edifices for place of worship.
Yeah.
But where are your souls going?
Yeah.
That should be our mindset, the souls of people. That is what God is interested in.
That's
the
it.
souls of people. If I can get you to know God, if I can get your soul connected to God, I have
itchy,
given
man.
you every money that you can ever need in this world. Because whatever you will acquire will pass away. But where are you going? Where are you going to end? So once I get you into Christ,
That's deep. Go on.
I have given you something that nobody else can give you. Because
That's
there's nothing that can be
That's it.
God
No.
in you.
That's it.
So a lot of times we forget about that side of things that pastors do, and we focus on the things that they were seeking first, the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall follow. The wealth, the cars, the houses, God will make sure you have, but what his kingdom first.
Yeah.
So when I enter a church, I'm not focusing on how much money the pastor has, but it's like, how do I tap into this life of this man of God, genuine one, following God the right way, so I can also tap into this blessing of God.
Okay, so I feel like, now I'm starting to get more of a grips and understanding of, the dynamics of each couple, how they think. I feel like I can kind of predict what they're going to kind of say or how they think as well. Sometimes they surprise me, obviously, as you can imagine. But, so far I'm learning. It is a journey. It's a process. I hope you guys are learning too. Thank you if you've actually made it up to this point in my journey. And, let's see how this goes.
Come on. I never actually realised that he was sponsored by Melanin Matchmaker. That's why he's dropped it in there a couple times. 'Cause I saw it in the corner there. I didn't realise that. That's a good little plug there. Good little plug. I need to start doing that somehow in my videos. Melanin Matchmaker or something else, just plugging that in there. But anyway, guys, that was episode 3 for you. I'm literally going to go inside, get this edited. I'm sweaty. I'm getting bit into shreds. Decent episode. I think my favourite episode so far has been episode 2. I'm definitely looking forward to some more of the drums. But listen, it's real couples. It's real life, you know. The fitness couple are definitely goals to an extent. I mean, they're very, very hippie, very spiritual. Like, they're like, you know, they've exceeded that. Oh yeah, we don't call ourselves vegans. We're just this, that, and you know that, man. You know the ones there, like, they don't put labels on things. Fair enough. You got a religious couple, Solomon, who's justified his tweet. You know, I like them. You got the ex-jailbird. They've all got Tash and Shaq. They've all got an interesting dynamic, man. And ultimately, let's see how long they all work out for. You feel me? But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the video, and I'll see you lot soon. Peace.